Good morning, everyone. T-Speak at Teacher2 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future. Did you bite OG? So I had a short, but that's not doing it justice for AAU. I deleted the short. I'm going to show you guys. So AAU, guys, extremely undervalued. I believe it's got a 10 to 15% move in the short term. Whether we go down or not, we're pretty much at the bottom, guys. I've waited and waited and waited now. We are basically at the bottom. Could we come back down and make a hook? Absolutely. And what I mean is we could come back down here to 0.3658. But at this point, with how cheap this is, I bought back in finally because at this point, I'm not willing to miss this. It was down another 2.0 or 16% when I bought it. Today, inexplicably going down again today. So as you can see, we've had a harsh retracement from up in the $1.10 area all the way down to 39. Now we're in the 38-cent range. In the daily, if we go out even farther, we had, when we consolidated all the way down to this point. But this is back in 2020. Before that, we were way up at almost $2. This company goes way out. It's a long-standing company. And at some point, it will get back to these numbers. So it's been, just for transparency so you guys can see, it's been since we had that great rise when we had that market collapse in 11, 2008, 9, 10, 11. It's been since 2011 in January. AAU was all the way up at $5.20. And that was at times of very high inflation. Well, now what are we getting back to in the United States? Very high inflation. Printing money like there is no end in sight. The US dollar eventually is going to roll over. And when that happens, the housing markets collapse. The cost of getting bullion goes up. Gold, silver, platinum, and your commodities end up skyrocketing. Right now, everything was booming. Until recently, we've got all this money printing. We're not acknowledging what's going on. And eventually, East meets West, like I always say in our crypto world. And when it does, AU is going to be the benefactory. It's all the way down to, I remember when I first started talking to you guys about AAU, it was at 48 cents. And I said it could possibly get to 38 cents, but you can start buying now. And then I said, we got to sell it at 40. It went up to 54 cents, and I said, sell it. Well, I haven't been back in it since. And now, it's one of those moments, ladies and gentlemen. This is a make it or break it moment. Because it's so fucking cheap. I really never thought I would see these prices with AAU. And you see we got the topping reversal up here. If you look in the weekly, it came down to the nice sideways and down consolidation. Came to still consolidating and riding this line now. But now if you bring it into the 2 hour, it'll be easier to see. If you bring it into the 2 hour with AAU, look how much it's come down. It's come down. It's beautifully off this topping reversal. This is what you want to see. You want to see the sideways and down consolidation to come down to support. So it came down to 36 cents. And it's trying to bounce off of it right now. GPL, another junior mining company, this is what it did off the same bounce. So I'm willing to believe that AAU's got about a 10% to 15% bounce here real quickly. Because I believe this is exactly what's going to happen with AAU. It's going to follow that exact same trajectory as GPL just did. And we're just getting a very, very nice buying opportunity because there's a possibility that AAU comes up to this handle before it figures out what it wants to do next. And as you know, just from right here, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but when the prices are this cheap, ladies and gentlemen, just from there, that would be a quick start on AAU. That's almost 10% just to get back up to the handle at 42.5, 43 cents. Actually, it's more than that because the price is down here this morning because it fell down. That's why I bought it. So let's get an accurate portrayal. And I was going to buy it the other day. And then I had bought IDOX at $2.08. And it went up to $2.22. But the main thing I did was instead of buying This, I bought Fortuna Silver Mines on my Cash App, as you know. Or not on my Cash App. Yeah, my Cash App. And then I bought, in my portfolio, I had IDEX. Well, I made an educated decision today because this is way too cheap. And even if IDEX goes to $4 fucking dollars, whatever, this is something that I know. And with the market conditions that we're in, I feel a lot safer in this. So yeah, that's an 11.12% from right here, ladies and gentlemen. If it just gets back up to 4291 where it was at. And even if it comes down and creates a W for a double bottom, which there's no guarantee it does because these run a little bit different than the rest. You know, you're still in a great position. I don't see it going much farther than where it's at right now. This is just, I'm telling you guys, this is a 5x possibility by the end of this year. And if gold actually gets to 2,500 or has a rally by the end of the year, even 2,000, these junior mining companies run like penny stocks. And you want to buy them cheap. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect bottom. This is the perfect place to start buying it at 0.3874 with Almaden minerals. And you're going to slap yourself when I start showing you my profits in a few weeks and a month or two. Because this is exactly what if we bought XRP at 38 cents, just look at it that way. T-Speaka 222, XRP Future Millionaire with the sidebound on XLM Future Digibyte OG. The all-time highs on this have been nearly twice as high as XRP's all-time highs have ever hit. So keep that in mind. And when times of inflation, when gold and silver are running wild, Almaden minerals, if you can buy it at the bottom, a lot of people 5 to 10x this bitch in a very short amount of time. So take a second, hit that like, subscribe, share. Look in the video description. There's a link to my Swing Traders Anonymous, my second YouTube page with over 400 subscribers now, which is crazy in 11 days. The Twitter is also in the description. That's approaching 250 followers in 10 or 11 days. And I'll leave you with this bit of advice. Even though you're in the crypto markets, one of the best things you can do is diversify into the commodities market and these junior mining companies. When they're cheap and you know, and you can sniff it and you can see it, that's the time to buy. Just like when I came on Friday and said Fortuna Silver Mines, way too cheap. And I even said it could go down a little bit, but way too cheap. We're talking about a flip from Friday. That's 7%. I made a 8.5% flip from Friday. Not even a flip. I'm holding these long term, ladies and gentlemen. Fortuna Silver Mines is going to be in my portfolio unless gold rolls over. And silver. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the commodities market. Stay blessed, everybody.